Arrogant.
The ceiling of the Sistine Chapel does not need a second coat.
Insensitive.
The Mona Lisa wouldn't look better in a hat.
Short-tempered and demanding. And that's on a good day.
The way to a woman's heart isn't necessarily through her stomach.
I'm leaving you.
What? I want to go off and discover a world where I don't have to go into a kitchen and shout at people.
Garrett's in a Stew. A new series of chefs starts Monday, 8:30 on BBC One.
Putting the week's news stories to the acid test. Angus Deaton and Co. in 5 minutes on BBC Two.
We don't want to soak the taxpayer.
The promises that we make on tax.
We're tax cutters by instinct.
Or the starting rate of tax.
The basic rate of income tax to 20 pence in the pound.
15 or even 10 pence to help everyone.
Who should you believe? What should you believe? How much will you pay? One thing's for certain, it's your
The main evening news and sport now on BBC One with Michael Burke and Rob Bonnet.
More than 100 people are thought to have died in the bloodiest hijack in airline history. Relatives waiting in Nairobi have been told there were survivors when the aircraft ran out of fuel and crashed into the Indian Ocean. The atomic research station where radiation tests were carried out on human volunteers. And England's newcomers star in an emphatic victory over Italy. Good evening. Several British passengers are thought to have been on an Ethiopian Airlines flight that was hijacked between Addis Ababa and Nairobi this afternoon and later crashed into the Indian Ocean. It's thought to have run out of fuel before coming down near the Comoro Islands. There were around 175 passengers and crew on board. Reports from the islands say 40 people may have survived. 100 bodies are reported to have been found and hopes fading for the rest.
At Nairobi Airport, anxious friends and relatives waited for news, knowing there were survivors, though most of the passengers had perished. Officials there were bombarded with calls.
And it landed somewhere in the Indian Ocean Islands. So further information is going to be communicated by the head office later.
But initially, amid the confusion, they could give out little information about the Ethiopian Airlines Boeing 767, which was hijacked shortly after taking off from Addis Ababa earlier today. Flight ET961 was on a scheduled flight bound for Abidjan via Nairobi and 2 other destinations. But the hijackers forced the pilot to head east over Tanzania towards the Comoros in the Indian Ocean to refuel.